Lori here from Hillbilly Hideout. We're up here at Diamond Lake fly fishing, and as you can see behind me, that's Mount Thielsen in the background there. And there's a few waves out on the lake today. We're out in our float tubes fly fishing. We wanted to come up here last year, but everything around here was on fire, so we didn't get to come up here. They wouldn't let us in. And you can see Jay back there in his tube. But it's a real beautiful spot up here, and they just planted some tiger trout up in here in the lake because for some reason people have a tendency to like to bring live bait to this lake to use it for fishing, you know, instead of using, you know, just fly fishing, or just using like worms or eggs or whatever. So they bring in these little fish that are called a tui chub. And so I think it was last weekend, the Fish and Game was up here, and they planted these little tiger trout that are supposed to eat the chubs. And then that way they don't have to poison the lake like they did back in 2006. Of course, you get to see, every once in a while, you see a bald eagle flying around or something like that. Lots of really neat wildlife up here. We've got a little chipmunk at our campground that we can actually hand feed. He will come up and sit on his hind legs, and we'll hand him a cracker or a cookie or something like that. And, we've got one little chipmunk that we've named the Nutty Professor, because he seems to be kind of well endowed for a little guy. But then we got some ravens that have also started coming by. So I've named one Edgar and one Alan, and now we just need a third one, and he'll be Poe. For those of you that know the Edgar Allan Poe wrote a poem about the raven. But like I said, that's Mount Thielsen over there. And then I'll spin around in the tube. Let me see the lake there. Diamond Lake's not a real deep lake either, and they grow some pretty big fish. And then right there behind me, that is Mount Bailey. And during the winter time, people still come up here to the Diamond Lake area. They have a really nice lodge. They have cabins that you can rent. They have a motel. We were down at the lodge the other day and kind of overheard them talking about I believe the lakeside cabins were right around $249 a night. But during the winter time, people come up here and they snowmobile. They will ride up to Mount Bailey there, you can see behind me. They do skiing up there. They have a little cat. I forget the exact name for it, but people jump in that, and then they take them up to Bailey, and then they can ski down. So it's quite the place, whether you're here in the, you know, spring, summer, winter, or fall. And they also have fishing charters here that you can book and go out on. They'll take you out and you can fish. They have boat rentals. But overall it's just a really beautiful place to be. Yeah, I'll try to get some more pictures, and maybe I'll get our little chipmunk friend that comes up and get some video of him eating a cookie or a cracker. So we'll talk to you guys. Here's the public laundry here at down here by the Diamond Lake Lodge, and like I said, it's $1.75 a load. They do have some bigger machines in there, I think, that are $2.25. Of course, dryers in there as well. And if you scan over here, that is one of the motels buildings they have here. There's one there. And there's one right there. And I think they're around $89 a night to stay in there. You know, they have the, of course, you know, your beds, bath, that sort of thing. I don't know about TV, but I think they just got a new paint job. New windows were put in. And here is the Diamond Lake Lodge. And of course there's a hotel in there. And right there to the right of it is what they call the Thielsen room, where they have the fancy dinners and all that kind of stuff in there. But in the lodge they do have a cafe in there where you can get breakfast stuff, burgers, sandwiches, all that sort of stuff. So this is the back of the lodge area where you can sit back here and eat. But just look at the view you get back here. That's Mount Bailey right there. You can see across the lake. You can see why people come from all over the world to come out and hang out up here for a while. Right over here they have a little store in that building. Also the marina is down there where you can rent boats, and they have some of those little paddle boats that you sit in there with a friend and pedal them like a bike. And I think one of the new things too they have here is bike rental. You can see right down there.